Welcome. My name's Andrea, and welcome to this all levels yoga class with Comeback Yoga. We'll get started in a few more minutes at the top of the hour. So make sure you make yourself comfortable, get whatever you may need to make the class more enjoyable for yourself. If you like, you can grab a pillow or have a little blanket handy if it gets cold where you are. Get your water or tea. Hola, Ihab. Marhaba. Let's see, we have a little joke or riddle before we get started to warm up our brains a little bit. Let's see what I. Mm, let's see what I have. All right, I have a short one here. I'll put it in the chat. I'll say it first and then put it in the chat. What can't talk but will reply when spoken to? So I'll put it in the chat. Oh, my Arabic is amazing, Ehab says. All right, so here's your riddle for today. What can't talk but will reply when spoken to? And it's not your kids. I'm just teasing. Don't we wish sometimes? Uh, so I'll give you a moment to think about that one. I might have a little, maybe I could have a little hint. Uh, what can I use for a hint? Well, I already said it's not your kids. So the riddle goes, what can talk but will reply when spoken to? Hmm. So think of this is something you can do by yourself. And I'm trying to think if there's a song. I'm sure there's a song that has this in there, but I can't think of it. So, um, yeah. So if you're ready, I'll give you the answer. So what can't talk but will reply when spoken to? The answer is an echo. Echo, echo. Because I'm feeling silly today. So never mind. Uh, I want to welcome you to this all levels yoga class with Comeback Yoga. And we appreciate your support here at Comeback Yoga. If you'd like to make a financial donation, it's tax deductible. You can do that through the link in the description. You can also check out our new merchandise we have for sale on our website. Get a new t shirt, some swag, and support us that way. So, for today's class, we'll start seated on the mat. We'll take a moment to settle our bodies, settle our minds, maybe notice our breath and our breathing. And then we'll begin to warm up the body with some more warm up type movements. And then we'll move to the more active part of the class. So I thought for that, we'll do some warrior two. So that's a standing posture. And then we'll slow it down at the end and finish with a guided meditation. So that's where having a pillow or a blanket handy can come in useful. You start to get a little cold. So with that, why don't we get started? So make yourself comfortable. Begin to allow your body to settle wherever you're practicing today. Begin to feel yourself sitting on the mat. So begin to notice your body and the contact it makes with the ground underneath you. So begin to notice how and where your body's resting on the mat, supported by the ground underneath you. And for today's settling practice, we're going to notice our hands. So begin to notice your hands. You can leave them as they are, or you can place them on your thighs. And begin to notice or place your attention on your left hand. So noticing the sensations on your left hand. Maybe feel the air on your skin or the warmth from your leg or the warmth emanating from your fingers and hand. So taking this moment to notice and sense your left hand. And now shift your attention to your right hand and begin to sense, to feel, and notice your right hand. Perhaps feeling the air on your skin or feeling the warmth that spreads through your palm and your fingers. Taking this time to notice and sense your right hand. And now shift your attention back to your left hand, noticing your left hand. Now shift your attention to your right hand and notice your right hand. And now notice both hands, your left hand, your right hand, both hands. Notice and feel how both hands are. Feeling the warmth on the palms and the fingers. Sensing both hands, your left hand, your right hand, both hands at the same time. And now shift your attention to your breath and your breathing. And begin to notice the gentle flow of air as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And see if you can notice the sensations and movements that follow your breath. Maybe noticing a gentle rise and fall in your shoulders, or an expansion and softening in your rib cage or belly. Noticing yourself breathing and those physical sensations and movements that follow your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And begin to gently move your body. I'm going to take another sip of water before we get started. You can begin to take one hand and massage through the shoulder area. Let me get that upper back a little bit. You can make your way down the arm. Maybe get a good rub. Come up to the hands and rub those hands together. And get the other shoulder and the other arm. Rub your hands together, warm those up. Get, shake out your arms. Now let's extend the legs. Why don't we shake up the legs too? So just take a moment to travel down the leg. You can massage the thighs or just rock the legs. And then as you're ready, you can place your hands behind you. You can begin to point and flex through the toes and circle the feet. Think of warming up through the ankles, the toes. Maybe shake out the hips a little bit. And come to sit up again. Maybe the legs another shake. So why don't we start off with a little joke? So what do you get when you cross a parrot with a shark? A bird that will talk your ear off. Silly joke. So now we'll bend the knees and come back to sitting. Start with those warm up movements. So let's go over movement directions. So this side is the plant side, and this side is the door side. We have towards the screen, towards the back wall, and up towards the ceiling, and down towards the ground. So to begin, relax your arms by your side. On an inhale, we're going to extend the arms up towards the ceiling and lower them back down on an exhale. We'll do that 3 times. So relax your arms by your side. You can shake out those shoulders. Begin to bring or move your arms up. Inhale and exhale. Lower the arms back down. Inhale. Reach those arms up and exhale. Lower. One more. Inhale. Arms up and exhale. Lower back down. For this next one, we're going to lean side to side. So we'll start with the plant side. You can place a hand on the floor, relax the other one by your side. Inhale, begin to reach that arm up, and exhale, lean towards the plant. Soften the shoulders, soften the neck and the head. Now towards the door side. So inhale, come to the middle, and exhale, lean towards the door. Softening the shoulders, even softening along the waist and the back. And we'll go back and forth each side with the breath. So we'll do 2 on each side. So inhale, middle, and exhale, lean towards the plant. Inhale, middle, exhale, lean towards the door. One more each side. Inhale, middle, exhale, lean towards the plant. One more. Inhale, middle, and exhale, lean towards the door. You can turn the chin or do little movements with the chin. Come to sit up. You roll out those shoulders. Let's warm up the neck and the head. So begin to look towards the plant. And as you do that, see if you can soften the chest and even soften through the back of the neck and the jaw. And then as you're ready, you can turn the chin over towards the door. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And now you can lower the chin down towards the floor. Maybe move the chin slightly over from one side to the other. Take your time. You can go slow. Maybe pause at the middle. Allowing your neck and your head to get heavy. And as you're ready, face forward. Take a moment to settle. And we'll do one more seated warm up and then move to all fours. for this last one, we're going to rotate the torso. So we'll start with the plant side. So we'll begin by facing forward. Inhale. As you exhale, press through the hands and rotate the torso towards the plant. Think of rotating through the rib cage. So soften the legs and the hips, even softening the shoulders, the back of the neck, and the head. Now we'll turn towards the door side. So other side. Inhale, face forward, and exhale, rotate the torso towards the door. And think of pressing through the hands and rotating through that rib cage, softening the shoulders, even softening the back of the neck and the head. We'll do one more on each side. So inhale, face forward, and exhale, rotate towards a plant. Soften the shoulders, softening the chest. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now other side, door side. So inhale, face forward, and exhale, rotate towards the door. You can think of rotating through the rib cage. You can keep your gaze towards the floor if you'd like. Maybe soften through the eyes, the face, the cheeks. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I'll come to face forward, shake it out. Let's do another joke. This one's a little bit of a longer one. So the following text messages were exchanged on a cold winter's day. So wife, windows are frozen. Husband, pour some warm water over them. Wife, computer completely screwed up. So silly joke. Now let's come to all fours. So place your hands on the mat and begin to shake out the legs behind you. You can even kind of open up through the hips. And then when you're ready, we're going to turn the knees so they're facing more towards the screen, and then extend that top leg towards the door. So we're on the side plank position. And you can move that bottom hand so that you can place weight on that bottom hand and bring that top hand maybe around your waist or your hip. Think of, you can open up the chest a little bit. Let's extend that top arm up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to move that top arm. So on an inhale, we're going to reach that top arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring it over the head. Try to reach towards the plant. So we'll do that 3 times. So inhale, reach that top arm up towards the ceiling. And exhale, try to touch the plant. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, over. One more. Inhale, arm up. And exhale, over. And reach towards the plant. Soften the chest and the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring both hands to the floor. You can shake out the legs. You can sit up and maybe rotate through the hands, or you can rub or massage the wrists, or just rub the hands together. We'll do the other side. So for this, I'm going to stay facing you. So I'll turn to face the door. So place your hands on the ground And as you're ready, begin to turn your knees towards the front or the side. Then extend that top leg back, well, out. And adjust that bottom hand so you can place weight on it. And then begin to place that other hand along your waist or your hips. You can take a moment to press through that bottom hand, that extended foot. Maybe open up through the chest. And then extend that top arm up towards the ceiling. Softening the shoulders and the neck. Now to move that top arm. So on an inhale, reach up. And on an exhale, reach over towards the door. So 3 times. So inhale, reach that top hand up. Exhale, reach towards the door. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, reach towards the door. One more. Inhale up and exhale, reach towards the door. Softening the chest and the shoulder. You can even turn the chest slightly towards the ceiling if you'd like. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Bring both hands to the floor. And you can sit up and roll through the wrist. And we'll come to downward facing dog next. So we'll start to get a bit more active. And place your hands on the floor and begin and tuck your toes on the mat. We're going to press through the hands and the feet to lift the hips up and back. So begin by relaxing around the waist and the lower back. Begin to look forward. Inhale. Press through the hands and the feet. Exhale. Lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. And take a moment to warm up through the legs and the feet. Maybe bend one knee and the other. You can roll through the toes. Now take your time. You can open and close the knee. You're warming up a little bit more through the hips. And then as you're ready, bring your attention to your hands and your upper body. Maybe shift your weight from hand to hand. Maybe softening or moving the shoulders. And as you're ready, press through the hands and press the hips back towards the plant. Soften the shoulders, the neck, and the head. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now walk the hands back towards the feet for a forward fold position. You can widen your stance if you'd like. You can soften the knees and just spend a few moments allowing the upper body to be nice and heavy. You can grab onto the elbows if you like and sway side to side or shake out those shoulders. And then relax your hands on the mat and bring your hands up to rest on your thighs. Now bring your attention to your feet and feel the bottom surfaces of the feet resting on the ground. The bottom surface of the left foot, the bottom surface of the right foot, bottom surface of both feet resting on the ground. For this next movement, we're going to press the feet onto the mat and lift the back up on an inhale and exhale back down 3 times. So spend a moment noticing your feet. And to press the feet onto the ground, gauging all the way up the leg. And then lift the back up. Inhale and lower.
Exhale. Press the feet onto the mat. Inhale, back up. And exhale, lower. Last one. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale, back up. And exhale, lower. Relax the arms. You can kind of shake out the hips. Place the hands on the mat and walk the feet out, maybe even a little wider than the mat. You can begin to bend one knee and the other, and shifting your weight side to side and back and forth. Then, as you're ready, pick one side and place your weight along that foot and that leg, and then lift the other toes up. And you can begin to rotate the leg, or maybe point and flex through the toes, or even circle the foot. And then, as you're ready, you can place both feet on the mat and then begin to shift your weight over to the other side. So bending that knee. Then you can lift the toes of the other foot, maybe flex and point, rotate the foot, or just turn the leg in, out. And then place both feet on the mat and back to a forward fold, staying in this wide angle with the legs. And allow the upper body to be nice and heavy. You can use your hands to help you keep your balance here. And we're going to come back to downward facing dog. So as you're ready, walk the hands forward and then walk the feet closer to each other for downward facing dog. And take a moment here to continue stretching out the legs. Maybe bend one knee and the other, or flexing through the toes. And then as you're ready, find your downward facing dog. Take a moment to notice your upper body. Press the hands onto the mat. Shift the hips back towards a plant. And then soften the chest and the shoulders. Softening the neck and the head. For this next movement, we're going to press the toes into the mat and lift the heels up towards the ceiling as we inhale and then lower back down on an exhale 3 times. So press the toes into the mat, lift the heels up, inhale, and exhale, lower. Inhale, heels up, exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, press through the toes, heels up, and exhale, lower. And you can bend both knees to the mat. You can sit up and shake out those arms. We'll do that warrior 2 next. We do a little joke before we get started with those. So why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Silly joke. So let's come back to all fours. You can shake out the legs. I'll come to that warrior 2. As you're ready, you can move that right foot forward between the hands, then tuck the back toes onto the mat, and lift the back knee off the ground. And now turn that back foot so it's facing the front, and take a moment to feel both feet resting on the mat. And then when you're ready, press through both feet to come up to standing. So we want let's bring the hips or the hands to the hips and think of facing the hips towards the screen. And as you do that, begin to notice that front knee. You can keep bending through that front knee. Maybe it tracks a little bit to the inside. You can see if it can track a little bit more to the outside. Either way. As you're ready, extend the arms out. Soften the shoulders. And if you like, you can gaze forward towards your fingers and hand. Begin to reach forward towards the door. Inhale and exhale. Lean back and relax that back arm. You can
Bend the arm if you like and reach that top arm back towards the plant. Inhale, exhale. Now come back to warrior two. Reach forward towards the door. Inhale, and then exhale. Relax that front hand and extend the other arm up and over or up towards the ceiling. Keep bending the front leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Now exhale, bring both hands to the mat. You can lift the back knee off you can spin that back heel. Relax the back knee onto the mat. Relax the back foot. And then walk that foot towards the back wall and come into this lizard pose. And you can kind of stay like this and maybe shift your weight along your hip. And if you feel warm enough, you can begin to lower a forearm to the mat. So think of keeping that upper body nice and heavy. Check in with your breath and your breathing. Feeling that flow of air as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And now place both hands onto the mat and come back up and walk that foot a little bit more towards the center. So we are facing forward more into this lunge. We're going to do a twist towards the back wall. So keep a hand on the mat and then bring the other one up towards the thigh. And then press that hand on the thigh to rotate the torso towards the back wall. So think of pressing through that hand on the thigh to rotate the torso. See if you can soften the legs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And now bring both hands to the mat. I want to try this one. It's a quad stretch. It can be a little much, so we won't be here too long. So you can pick either hand to do this. For demonstration, I'll pick the one that's on the bottom. You can bend that back knee and see if you can grab onto the foot. If it's too much, just let it go. Again, you can come back and try this another time. You can let go of the leg. Just wanted to introduce that if you ever want to try it. And now bring your attention to that front foot. And press through that front foot and extend the hips back towards the plant. So we're extending the front leg. And spend a moment. You can rotate the leg in and out. Bring your attention to your foot. You can point and flex through the foot. And even rotate the foot. Now we're going to place that front foot on the mat, bend that front knee, and shift the hips forward towards the door. We'll do that on an inhale, and then exhale, we're going to come back to this position. So let's give it a try. So we need to place that front foot on the mat, bending the front knee, shift the hips forward. Inhale, and then exhale, press with the front foot, extend the hips back. That's the exhale. We'll do two more with the breath. So bend that front knee, shift the hips forward. Inhale. Exhale, press through the front foot, hips back. One more. Bend the front knee, move the hips forward. Inhale. Exhale, press through the front foot, extend the hips back. And now soften the upper body. If you want to move that front foot around, you can. And then you can bend that knee and then extend the legs behind you. Shake them out. You can
Take a moment to sit up. We'll do the other side. So for this, I'm going to turn around and face the plant. So I keep facing you when we do a warrior two. And we'll start to slow it down after that. So let's bring both hands onto the mat and relax the legs. And now move the left foot forward, or the other leg. Then tuck the back toes on the mat, lift the back knee, and then rotate that heel. So now we have the hips pointing towards the side of the screen. And take a moment to feel both feet on the mat. Begin to press through both feet to come to standing to that warrior two. And bring your hands towards your hips or your waist and open up the hips towards the side. Keep bending the front knee. Maybe notice if it's leaning in towards the inside. Maybe you can shift it a little bit towards the outside. Only if it's okay. And extend the arms out. Soften the shoulders. And begin to lean forward towards the plant. Inhale. And then exhale. Lean back. Relax that back hand. Bring that top arm up and over. Keep bending that front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Now come back to warrior two. Begin to lean forward. Inhale. And then exhale. Relax that front arm. Bring that other arm up and over, or just pointing up or pointed up towards the ceiling. Keep bending that front knee. We have a couple breaths like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring both hands to the floor. You can lift that back heel off the mat. Relax that back leg and foot. And now walk that foot towards the outside of the mat, towards the back wall for that lizard pose. You can spend a moment shifting your weight from side to side. If you feel warm enough, you can lower a forearm to the mat. And just find whatever way you can to soften the upper body. Allowing the chest and the upper back to soften. Maybe even softening the back of the neck and the head. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now place both hands on the mat. And we can walk that foot towards the middle of the mat. And so now we're facing forward towards the plant. So this part is the optional quad stretch. Again, you can pick either hand. I'll do the other one this time so that I'll do my hand closest to the wall. So you can bend the back knee and reach back towards the foot. Again, you can try this when you're more warmed up if you like, or another time. Just letting you know it's an option sometime. And then let go. Bring your attention to that front foot and press that front foot on the mat and shift the hips back towards the door. Soften the upper body and bring your attention to that front foot. You can point the toes up towards the ceiling and back down, or circle the foot, or simply move the leg in and out. Now we're going to place that front foot on the mat, bend the front knee, move the hips forward, inhale, and then press through that front foot and shift the hips back to return to this position on an exhale. We'll do that 3 times. So place that front foot on the mat, shift the hips forward, inhale, press through that front foot, hips back, exhale. 2 more. Bend that front knee, shift the hips forward, inhale, Press through that front foot, hips back. Exhale. One more. Bend the knee, shift the hips forward. Inhale. Press through that front foot, shift the hips back. Exhale. And soften the upper body. Feel free to move that foot around if you'd like, or just stretch out, allowing your body to soften and settle. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now bend the front knee, reach that leg behind you, give it a nice little shake. We'll start to wind it down. So we're gonna rest our bellies on the mat. So you can walk the hands forward. Maybe bring your arms in front of you, bend the elbows, and shake out the hips and the legs. Feel free to rest your head on your hands on the ground. And take a moment, allow your body to settle on the mat. So feel the weight of your body resting on the ground, supported by the ground underneath you. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Going to do Sphinx pose next. It's a challenging phrase to say, isn't it? So we're going to come up to forearms and kind of stretch out through the chest and the upper back. So as you're ready, place your forearms on the mat, lifting your chest up. Take a moment to shake out the hips and the lower back, and then press your elbows to the mat, lengthening through the upper back. And now bring your attention to your neck and your head. And see if you can keep the back of the neck nice and long. So for me, in order to do that, I have to kind of gaze towards the floor, maybe lower the chin slightly. But keep pressing those elbows to the mat. Inhale, and then exhale. Lower back down. Take a little mini break. Maybe rest your head on your hands. Shake out the hips and the legs. And notice yourself breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do that one more time. So as you're ready, place your forearms on the mat and lift the chest up. Press the elbows onto the mat and then soften the back of the neck. Soften the jaw and the face. Even softening around the forehead and the eyes, the left eye, the right eye, both eyes. Even softening the cheeks and the mouth. Press the elbows onto the mat. Inhale and exhale. Lower back down. Take another mini break. Maybe shake out the hips and the legs. We're going to turn to rest on our backs. So as you're ready, extend one arm forward and roll yourself over, resting your back on the mat. And then walk your feet towards the outside of the mat. You can move the knees from one side to the other, loosening up through the hips and the lower back. You can even walk the feet out a little bit more And allow the knees to fold towards one side. And even stretching out through the top of the thigh. You can even kind of rub along that, what's it, that hip joint a little bit if you like. And as you're ready, lift the knees up and roll them towards the other side. And you can take one hand and massage along the top of the thigh, maybe around that hip joint area. And then bring both knees up and then walk the feet in a little closer together. You can kind of lift and reset the lower back. And then move both knees into your chest. Like give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe shift your weight side to side. Do little circles with the knees. And then extend both feet up towards the ceiling. Maybe massage the back of the legs or the hamstrings. And for this next movement, we're going to bend the knees into the chest on an inhale and extend the feet back up on an exhale 3 times. Begin to bend the knees in towards the chest. Inhale and exhale. Extend the feet up. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, feet up. One more. Inhale, bend the knees. And exhale, reach the feet up. And if you like, you can bring your attention to your feet and maybe flex and point through the toes or circle the feet and rolling the feet from side to side. And allow the back to settle. And then bring both knees into the chest and place both feet onto the mat. We'll do one last movement. We'll do bridge pose. So if you like, you can walk your feet a little bit closer to your glutes and relax your arms on the mat. We're going to press through the feet and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And then we'll lower back down. So as we do this, keep in mind, that distance between your chin and your chest. We're going to keep space there so we keep our breathing nice and easy. So relax your arms. You can shake out the shoulders and begin to feel your feet resting on the mat. Feeling the left foot and the right foot, both feet. Begin to press both feet onto the mat, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep that space between the chin and the chest. And as you get to your top, you can soften the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Gently lower back down. Maybe even kind of rock through the hips. So as you come back down, you can think of a wave where you're gently making contact through the top of the back all the way down to the hips. We'll do 2 more of these. So you can keep that in mind as we do them. Press both feet onto the mat. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep that space between the chin and the chest. Inhale and exhale. Take your time to roll back down. Roll through the hips to reset. We'll do 1 more. So press your feet onto the mat. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep that space between the chin and the chest. Inhale and exhale. Take your time to roll back down. And you roll through the hips. And if you like, you can walk the feet to the outside of the mat and move your knees gently side to side. And then as you're ready, you can walk the feet closer to each other, your knees into your chest. You can extend the legs up or just do any other last movements that you like before our guided meditation. So take your time, do any other movements that you like. And then as you're ready, begin to find a comfortable position where you can rest for the next few minutes. You can always keep your knees bent, even having them touch in the middle, or extend your legs all the way to the floor. And you can rest your hands in your belly or relax your arms all the way to the mat. Taking your time to make yourself comfortable, allowing the weight of your body to settle on the mat, supported by the ground underneath you. And begin to notice the left side of your body and begin to soften along the left side of your body, softening the left side of your head, the left side of your neck, the left arm, the left hand, the left side of the torso, the left side of the rib cage and waist, the left hip, and then all the way down the left leg, the left upper leg, the left knee, the lower leg, the left ankle, left heel, and all along the left foot, the top of the foot, the arch of the foot, all the way to the left toes, softening all along the left side of the body, from the left side of the head to the left side of the torso, along the left leg to the left foot, softening all along the left side of the body. And now shift your attention to the right side of your body and begin to soften the right side of the body, the right side of the head, the right side of the neck, the right arm, the right hand, the right side of the torso, the right rib cage, right waist, right hip, and all along the right leg, the right upper leg, the right knee, the lower leg, the
ankle, the heel, and all along the right foot, the top of the foot, the arch of the foot, all the way to the right toes, softening all along the right side of the body, from the right side of the head to the right side of the torso, the right leg to the right foot, softening the whole right side of the body. And now soften both sides of the body, the left side of the body, the right side of the body, both sides of the body, softening the whole body on the floor, allowing your whole body to settle and soften, supported by the ground underneath you. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And as you move through life, through those good times and more challenging times, through those ups and downs of life, remember you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. And as you're doing those hard things in life, those difficult things, because it's good for you, tell yourself, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Allow these words to settle inside of you, filling you up from the inside, reaching all the way to the top of your head, down your arms, to your fingertips, and all the way down your legs, to your feet, and the tip of your toes, filling you up from the inside, and even beginning to settle inside of you,
settling in to your muscles, your joints, your bones, your cells, even beginning to form part of the very fiber of your being, settling inside of you, forming a part of you. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. And as you're ready, begin to welcome yourself in the space you're in. Welcoming sounds, colors, feel the air on your skin. And if you like, you can begin to gently move your body. Maybe roll the ankles and feet, or move the fingers. You can reach your arms over your head and stretch out long. You can bend the knees and do some gentle movements. You can stay laying on the mat for as long as you like. You can also roll onto your side, still resting on the floor. And take a moment to feel yourself and the weight of your body on the ground, supported by the ground underneath you. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then whenever you're ready, you can press your hands onto the floor and come on up to sitting. I'm going to scoot a little bit closer. So take a moment to settle, look around. And we have a little birthday wish on the chat. A little happy birthday to Alan if he's here today. Happy birthday to you. If you don't know Alan, he's always here supporting us at Comeback Yoga, showing up day after day, doing his practice. So cheers to you, Alan. Happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. And it gets to stay with you for the rest of the year so that you have a wonderful year ahead of you. So thank you, everybody. Hope you feel a little bit more relaxed. I appreciate your support. You can always make a financial donation through the link in the description. So keep up the good work, keep practicing, and keep laughing at silly jokes. I'll see you again soon. And happy birthday to you, Alan. And thank you, Ehab and Kelly. And bye.